Now let's get a few things out of the way. The new C-Class, ultra competitive, really luxurious and very good looking. And for all practical purposes, it's just a mini S-Class. Now, two things. The C200 that I drove a while ago, it's just lackluster performance and just lacking a bit of character. I think they fixed those issues. Okay, this is so much more like it. Where the C200 was just downright conservative, the C300d, oh, this likes to get around. So out goes the 1.5 petrol and in comes a 2-liter diesel with a much more respectable 265 horsepower and 550 Nm. I can't even begin to tell you the kind of difference this makes to the C-Class. It's alive, it's ready to start kicking, and it wants you along for the drive. Now before I overreach, there are a few things that I must clarify. I am in no way suggesting that the C300d is a hooligan. It's not. The C300d it's the introvert with a point to prove. Under that cool, calm facade, there's a rage brewing. It's just sort of lurking over there. It's the kind of quality you find in a car that's typically tagged as underrated by anyone who takes a deep dive into the sea a few years down the line. It's the sort of car that will be judiciously lapped up by anyone who knows a thing or two about cars, especially so once it starts to hit the used car lots a few years down the line. One look at that and it's not immediately obvious, is it? And I think Mercedes wanted it that way. Wherever you look on this car, there's nothing that seems to suggest, well, performance. Maybe if I look here, no. Maybe under here somewhere, no. Definitely nothing here. See? Nothing to suggest that something's ready to explode.
Falling out of love, falling into this place. I'm telling.
And yet, here it is. In its element, if I may be so bold. The steering, just enough heft, and there's a perfect amount of communication happening to tell you exactly what the front wheels are doing. The engine makes so much grunt that it'll iron out any of your inherent faults as a driver. It's not too noisy either, despite being a diesel, and the 8-speed ZF Auto box is perfectly in sync when you're in the mood to hustle the car. And when it all calms down, there's just so much to play with in here. Take the steering for example. All the buttons on it, they're touch operated, so sure, it gets a little fiddly to use while you're on the move, but you get used to it. I do have to admit though, it is just so nice to grip and it's just the perfect size. Then take the panoramic sunroof for instance. There's no button to actually pull or push. It's just a brush of a finger and that's it. But the star attraction, see what I did there? It's the 11.9-inch touchscreen that houses all your car's functions. So it's the aircon controls, navigation, multimedia, even the active assist settings and ambient light settings. And just like its smaller displacement brother, it gets a fingerprint-based biometric authentication. Simply let it scan your finger and it'll set the seats, the climate control, the mirrors, everything according to your liking. If you're keen to go deeper, the Mercedes Me app further enhances your convenience by giving you a host of functions to toggle, like pre-cooling your cabin, locking your doors, remote starting the engine, geofencing. After seeing exactly what the new C-Class is capable of, I'm just sorry we haven't had it around for longer. And this is not even considering the new age, new spec AMG Cs. As it turns out, the C-Class, it does have a lot of personality and soul. You just need to know where to look. As always, thank you for watching. This is Forbes India Momentum. I'm Ronak, and bring in the new AMG Cs.